Welcome back, everybody, to Shadow of the Colossus.
Abro.
Here, horsey. Here he comes. In the last video, we defeated the bull, the second Colossus. So we know what we must do. Let's move. Turn around, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know where the third one is, so let's just go for it. The game is going to be a lot of this. It's going to seem like the same thing over and over, but trust me, as we go along, there's going to be little hints and clues and things that happen to make you start really thinking about this story and why we're doing this. So I know there's no dialogue or anything like that just yet, but sit tight. This is what makes this game so different. And I want to quickly talk a little bit about the world. We're starting to see a little bit more of it now, because after the third one, you really start to kind of explore the areas around. The first and the second one were very close to the temple, so you don't really see much. But I think after this, we're going to start riding out a little farther and checking out things, and there's going to be a lot of different environments. And obviously, this is a very broad world and very lonely. They want you to feel like you and your horse are the only things here. But in fact, we're not exactly the only things. There's actually lots of little animals around if you explore a little. There's hawks, which we are going to see. There's some turtles. I think there's a couple of birds, like different kinds of birds. And there's also lizards. Now we can see lizards in a couple places. We can see just regular lizards on the ground, or sometimes they're on rock walls if you're going by, cavernous areas or things like that, or areas with cliffs. You can sometimes see them. And they're also going to be a certain kind of lizard at save points. And this save point is actually not on the way to the next Colossus, it's just the closest, so I want to bring you to this. And I want to show you something at these save points. So this is a save point. They all sort of look the same. A little bit. They're mostly these kind of rock buildings. You pray here to save your game. And what I do is I check out each and every save point. Hold on, you can't really see from this angle. Hold on. You know what? It's easier to aim with the arrow. If you look around these save points, they're kind of small climbing puzzles. You can climb up to the top of each one, and somewhere on here is a lizard. I don't see him. It's different from the other lizards. It has a shining blue tail. Those are the lizards we want to look out for. Every save point will have one around it or on it. Let's see. Anything here? Oh, aggro, you dummy. Get out of here. If he's ever crowding you, just pull out your bow. He'll leave. I think he doesn't want to get shot. Let's back up a little bit here. Sometimes it's easier to take a look from back here. He must be way at the top if we don't see him. Anyway, get these lizards. Shoot them or hit them with your sword and kill them and grab the tail. I don't see him here. Okay. I'm going to cut it and look for him and get him, and I'll explain it when I come back. So be right back. Alright, I'm back. Actually, what I did was I grabbed the lizard on that save, and I went to one real close to it. Don't worry about it. I'm just not going to stop here later, so I wanted to grab it. Okay, so when you find the save points and you see the lizards and kill them, the tails that you pick up actually make your grip bar larger. It's hard to see at first, just like with the fruit, but that's the way that you do it. To get your grip bar stronger, you find the lizards with the blue tails. Now, I'm pretty sure that they only hang out around save points. I'm not sure if you see like a group of lizards here on this wall or anything. Am I going the right way? I think I am. Anyway, the lizards that are regularly black won't do anything. Oh, see, there's one right there. You don't need to kill those. Just run by them. It's the blue-tailed ones that bring your grip bar up. So we have the fruit on those trees that are pretty easy to spot because they're the only kinds of large, conspicuous trees out in the open. So the fruit for your health and the lizards for your grip. And that's how you kind of can make them large. Actually, if you get them all, they get pretty damn large towards the end. Like, I think the health bar will go more than halfway across the bottom of the screen there. And I think the grip circle gets pretty damn big. There's guides to say where all the lizards are hiding and where all the fruit is found. I'm not going to go through them all. Pretty much if we stop at one on the way, I'll get them. But I might, you know, cut it out just so we don't have to see the whole thing, because sometimes it takes me a while to find them and then to aim, and you get the idea. Here's a save point right here. I'm going to stop at this one and see if I can grab it, but I'm going to cut it out. So, be right back. Okay, I have vanquished the evil lizard, and I did it verily. Hey, forward. I think we're stuck in reverse. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, I just want to go about the blurb. That's the way to strengthen Wander pretty much at this point. Now, after you kill each Colossi, you do get a little bit of a stamina and a health increase also, so it's not like you're never gonna level up, but if you're having trouble and you want the extra help, that would be a good thing to do. You know what? I think I completely went the wrong way. I'm an idiot. I should have pulled out the sword in the beginning to show you where I was going, but of course I didn't do that, because I'm a fool. Whatever, we'll just run around. Thank goodness we have our transportation. Yeah, I have to go around this rock, I think. Let's talk about aggro for a minute. It's obvious that we can't get anywhere without him. Whoa, what the heck? Did you guys see that? That was the weirdest glitch I've ever seen. Everybody saw that, right? I don't know if YouTube's gonna cut that out or not. Oh man, I hope not. That was weird. I've never seen that before, but I know there is a lot of glitch under the bridge area and around this area. I'm not the first person that's seen anything weird around here. There's a couple of glitches with aggro you can do under the bridge and things like that. And it also gets a little laggy for me here too. I'm not sure why. That was weird. Okay, anyway. I want to talk about aggro for just a minute. I've never seen a more realistic horse AI in any game that I've ever played. And being a horse snob and having owned horses is just a real thrill, I guess, for me to see that. It's so much fun to just, like, explore with him. And, he does act like a real horse. If you're riding through any small areas, or any areas that are maybe rocky, uneven, or like certain like small cliff areas, yeah, here's where we have to be. He'll actually slow down, and he won't gallop through some of those areas, or he'll refuse to even go faster. They made it extremely realistic. Like a real horse, if you asked him to jump freaking down a really small cliff path, he's probably not going to do it. And I just want to touch on that a little bit. Some people get annoyed by that when they're trying to go somewhere and they're like, he won't run, it's blah blah blah. That's part of the realism. Here we are. That definitely looks like the canopy that they talked about. So this must be it. And that looks like water, so we're going to have to leave our buddy here. Aggro does not swim. He'll walk into the water, maybe up to knee deep, but that's as far as you can go. Now, Wander can swim. And we're going to talk a little bit, we'll go into detail about that later. There are certain times when he's going to have to swim. A lot. He can swim above water or under, and when you go underwater, which I'll do later, your grip bar actually becomes your air meter. So Wander can drown, which stinks. This is really weird, and I've never told anybody this before, I don't think, but I have like a really bad fear of drowning. I don't know where it came from. Possibly from the fact that I really never learned how to swim very well. But I remember when I was a child and I played Sonic, and you know the first part you get to where Sonic could drown, and then that music plays, it scared the crap out of me when I was a child. So ever since then I've been afraid of drowning in video games too. It's weird. That's my weird story. This is a long swim. I can hear Aggro back there. He's getting upset because we're leaving. Oh, I'm sorry, guy. We'll be back. Alright, what? How do we get up here? I guess we just run. You really do get to explore the coolest places in this. See, I don't find this boring at all. I think these kind of scenes and environment is really, really interesting, actually. I mean, so what if there's no dialogue thrown in your face? Who cares? Oof. Okay, I wasn't sure I was gonna make that. Be careful over here. And then you're gonna have to turn backwards and jump. Let's hope I make it. Oh my god, I didn't think I was gonna make that. Okay. This definitely looks like the canopy they were talking about. So remember, in the beginning they give you clues. We know it's the right place because we got the little movie. Pretty high up here. I don't know what's going to be at the top of this, but I'm sure it's going to be big. Oh, I was stuck. Okay. Here we are. Well, I don't know what this is up here because it doesn't look like much. So when we come back, we find out what's up here. See you later.